Good morning. This is station WJSV, owned and operated by the Columbia Broadcasting System, with studios in the Earl Building at 13th and East Streets Northwest in the city of Washington. Our transmitting facilities are on the Mount Vernon Memorial Boulevard in historic Alexandria, Virginia, on property leased from the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac Railway Company. Station WJSV operates on a frequency of 1,460 kilocycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. 6 o'clock. The music recorded. Minutes past 6, 6:03. 6 minutes past 6 a.m. Six 9 minutes past 6 a.m. 12 minutes past 6, 6:12. Ladies and gentlemen, we regret the necessity of leaving the air for the next couple of minutes in order to make technical adjustments. Ladies and gentlemen, the technical difficulties we were beset with a few moments ago have been alleviated, so we return to the air on an assigned frequency of 1,460 kilocycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. This is station WJSV in Washington. Three and a half minutes now past 6 a.m., 6:23 and 1/2. Seven minutes past 6:27. The music is recorded.
$6.29.5. Good morning, one and all. This is the Sundial, WJSV, Washington, D.C. Any music you hear is Record G. This is Thursday morning, September the 21st. If I am not mistook with a mistake, this is the autumnal equinox, isn't it? Today? I expect it is. This is the first day of fall officially, isn't it? I do believe it is. I sort of had a hunch. And we got a full moon coming up here. A full moon. See now, when will it be full? It'll be full on the 28th. Oh, well, that's 1 week. Oh, well, that's 1 week from today. That's right. It's 1 week from today. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's a very lovely morning, 6:30 in the hour. And the man says generally fair and cooler today, he says. It was 57.5 degrees on the farm this morning. Friday fair with slowly rising temperature, gentle northerly winds today. Generally fair and cooler. It's 6:31, 29 minutes of 7 o'clock. Never in a million years could there be another you. I would shed a million tears if ever we were through. Never in a million moons could you ever be surpassed. And darling, for a million Junes, this love of ours will last. There would be no world for me if ever we would part. Where I go, your name will be right on the tip of my heart. For only once in every lifetime, someone just like you appears. Is there any greater glory, any greater thrill? No, never in a million years. 26 minutes of 7 o'clock. A citywide advance sale of tickets for the Amateur Boxing Carnival to be sponsored by the Washington Society for the Blind at Griffith Stadium on October 11th is underway now. The tickets are on sale at Griffith Stadium, all the police precincts, and they're also being handled by 1,000 Boy Scouts who volunteered their services, bless their hearts. So if a Boy Scout comes around with a ticket for the Amateur Boxing Carnival at Griffith Stadium on October 11th, remember, it's sponsored by the Washington Society for the Blind, and you'll be doing a great turn. It's 25 minutes of 7 o'clock, it is. Anybody interested in a boat? As who isn't? You all remember Forey, don't you? Harold Forey, our very handsome young assistant chief engineer we had around here for so long. Forey had an accident, you remember, a couple of years ago, on horseback. Horse ran away with him, and he ran into a tree and broke his arm and his leg, and he was in emergency hospital for so long. Well, Harry's all right again, and everything's okay. And about a year and a half ago, he started building a boat which he named the Lolita, Lolita. She's 40 feet 8 inches overall, 12 foot 6 inches beam. She draws about 2 feet 8 inches of water. She's a raised deck, Chesapeake Bay, dead rise cruiser that can go to sea and take it. Harold built her, and he knows, and she's been out there in the heavy stuff and proved herself all right. She's powered with a Gray 671 with a 2-to-1 reduction gear. She turns a 1916 wheel, and the motor has been run less than 75 hours. In other words, the darn thing is pretty near new. Her framing is white oak. All the planking is #1 Gulf cypress, except the 2 bottom planks, which are Washington fir. The other bottom planking is #1 Gulf cypress. Now, Harold's been transferred, you know. He's out in St. Louis. Is it St. Louis? Chicago, is it? Yeah, he's been transferred to Chicago as an engineer for Columbia, and he's got his boat here. He can't spare the time nor the money to take the boat from here to Chicago, so he has it for sale. Here's a grand boat, beautifully built boat. Got gasoline capacity 80 gallons, fresh water 30 gallons, sleeps 6 persons very conveniently. She cruises to 10 and 11 miles an hour, top speed 14, and is fully equipped with the exception of the interior light, which can be installed for approximately $25. As a matter of fact, the running lights are installed, but they're not hooked up. Wouldn't take much. Now, you can get in touch with me about Forey's boat, or call a feller named Dick Hall. Dick Hall at 200 Rhode Island Avenue Northeast. Call him at Michigan 5457. Michigan 5457, and he'll be glad to show you Forey's boat, which is a honey. It's 22 minutes of 7 o'clock. It's 19 minutes to 7 o'clock. Wait a minute, I want to make sure if I heard something right. What lady done that? 19 minutes to 7 o'clock is the time. Generally fair and cooler today, the man says. It's going to be a nice day. You better come on, get up. You better come on, get up. You better come on, you better come on, you better come on, get up. Ya-da-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. How you like Pepsi-Cola, Mother? You like Pepsi-Cola? Why don't you get a lot of it and keep it around the house and serve it to the kids when they come home from school? It won't hurt them. It's good for them. Wholesome, healthful, made from the essence of pure fruit juices. You couldn't hurt anybody with it. And its tangy fruit flavor appeals to young and old alike. And it's only 5 cents. 5 cents for a big 12-ounce bottle that contains 2 full glasses. Or 2 glasses full. Now, why don't you order the handy carry-home carton? 6 bottles of Pepsi-Cola. The price is only $6, 6 for a quarter. Get that? 6 for a quarter. When you buy 6 of them, you get 1 free. Buy it straight, it's 5 cents a bottle. 6 for a quarter. And the carton is easy to carry, handy to store, convenient for returning the empty bottles. Drink Pepsi-Cola. 6:42 in the hour, 17 in the off minutes of 7 o'clock.
Look here, partner. What's all this highfalutin whistling about? Why are you so happy?
Well, I tell you, Butch, it goes like this. In the evening when I climb down from my saddle, oh, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yay. There's a new moon on the sage, my cares skedaddle. Yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi-yay. When the ride on the range, you'll understand. It's a heaven on earth, it's a promised land. In the evening when I climb down from my saddle, yippee-yi-oh, yippee-yi-yay. Where the deer and the antelope roam, it's the place that I call home sweet home. In the evening when I climb down from my saddle, I want to say, oh, yippee-yi-yay.
Five in the hour, 14 in the off minutes is 7 o'clock. This is the Sundial, WJSV, Washington, D.C. The music is recorded. Hey, you know, Pilcher? Pilcher? I have a funny feeling this morning that my few words here are being set aside, so to speak, for posterity. I don't know why. I just have a hunch. I'm not sure. Would you care to come and say a few words for posterity? Well, here's one that'll get you down, my friendly. It's 14 minutes to 7 o'clock. Says here, Arthur, please announce that there will be a midnight show tonight of the women. And how about the women treating the men to this show? It says, talking about style, wait till you see that gorgeous $250 nightgown that is part of the Technicolor fashion show in the new picture, The Women. Fancy that, paying $250 for a nightie. Yeah, huh?
35.
Mine costs $1.50, and I bet I sleep better than she does. I bet you. Well, anyway, MGM has screened Claire Booth's malicious, delicious play that's a riot of revelations about our own sex. You know, men. is what I'm talking, men. Norma Shearer, Joan Crawford, Rosalind Russell head 100% female cast. Did you see the play? Oh, boy, the gossip and the rumor and the scandal flies on the wings of the wittiest dialogue you've ever heard. Luxury beauty parlors, homes, and hotels. Oh, pardon me. I've always wondered what I'd do if I had to sneeze on the air. Now I know. Where was I? Luxury beauty parlors, homes, and hotels are the background for this exciting, penetrating play that's all about women and their problems with men. The women, the picture you must see, opens tomorrow at Lowe's Palace Theater. It's quite a picture. Quite a picture. $250 for a nightie. How about it, Goody? Would you go for one of those? $250 nightie? 11 and a half minutes to 7. $51 in the off, 8 in the off minutes of 7 o'clock. Has anybody got the misery in the muscles this morning? Maybe you worked too hard or you played too hard. And you're left with the sore, aching muscles. So you must try Minute Rub. MINITRUB Minute Rub. It's a new and different way to help relieve any kind of muscle discomfort quickly. You just rub on the Minute Rub, and soon its counter-irritant and pain-relieving actions working together start bringing you real comfort. Minute Rub, it's grand for aching puppies, too. Oh. And it quickly helps relieve nervous havoc due to overwork or fatigue. Minute Rub is greaseless, it's stainless, and it's approved by Good Housekeeping. Get a tube from your drugstore today. Never be without this Claventrude. Minute Rub, MINITRUB. 6:52 and a half. 7.5 minutes of 7 o'clock, the 21st day of September. Fair and slightly cooler today. Fair and slightly cooler, the man saith. Mr. Harry Rainsberger Jr. has a birthday today. Hello, Mr. Rainsberger. Greetings from your family. Friendly? Let me see what else is there here that you should know about, which you should. Oh, yes. A little message here from my neighbors out there in Virginia. The Council of the Town of Leesburg and the Leesburg Rotary Club have adopted resolutions urging the State Highway Commission of the Commonwealth of Virginia to take steps to improve Virginia Route number 7. That's the Leesburg Pike, you know, between Clark's Gap and Falls Church. Now, the chairman of the Highway Commission is urged to arrange for a public hearing of all governmental bodies, civic organizations, and their representatives. And when the date has been set, all officials, civic leaders, and citizens are urged to attend. So, let us all inform the chairman of the Highway Commission of our interest in the improvement of the Leesburg Pike and get him to have a public hearing, and let's hear what we folks have to say. The traffic on that road nowadays is something terrific. And it's the same old road that George Washington laid out many moons ago. It would be nice if we could get it widened and those blind hills and curves taken out of it. Huh? So it's 5.5 minutes before 7 o'clock. Here's a new Horace Height recording. 57 in the hour, 2.5 minutes of 7 o'clock. Robert William Hyde. Robert William Hyde of Jackson Avenue in Riverdale is 2 years old today. Hello, Robert. Hugh Wiley of 16th Street Southeast is a birthday, and Mrs. Melby, greetings from your husband and sister. Oh, dear, somebody lost a gold heart-shaped baby's locket. Diamond chip on one side. The initials A.S. on the other. Was lost in Petworth. It's of sentimental value. If you found it, will you call Columbia 1943J? Thank you. 2 minutes of 7 o'clock. Prices on imported goods are going up, my friend, which is only natural. Furs, for example. Insurance rates for transferring furs from Central Europe have jumped 3,000%. 3,000% for insurance rates. Imagine the effect on the fur prices. Now, Zlotnick the furrier prepared. Months ago, Mrs. Zlotnick bought heavily of the choicest imported fur pelts. Now these gorgeous furs are available at Zlotnick at original price levels. If you mean to buy a new fur coat, be forewarned by this good advice.